nice and well. Welcome then to Nice Airport today. Today we're flying from Nice, then a lovely airport, flying down to Skiathos, a difficult and challenging approach which I'm looking forward to flying. Then 757-200, which thanks to the amazing giveaway that Flight Factory ran the other day, I have been allowed, I won, and so I'm now flying. So really big shout out to them. That's absolutely amazing for having allowed us to do that. So thank you so much. That's a little bit quiet there. Let me just turn that up a bit. Drop down a bit. Quite a lot. There we go. That should be a little bit louder there. That's better. Just dropped this off down. Right. Let me just sort out some stuff then. So we need that on. Need that. Turn off that. I'm actually quite cool. I'm using a special sort of a remote control from my phone now to control everything on the stream. Seems to be working, although I don't quite trust myself with it yet. So I'm sort of using it for just the menial tasks. You know, nothing really important yet. I don't dare like go for something too important in case I broke something. So you know, only the basic tasks. I have a little treat up our sleeve though. We today have a yoke camera. Let's see if that works. Yeah, see? Hello everyone. So you can see now the flying as we fly along. So that's pretty cool. So you can see us flying. So if you take off and landing and stuff, going into Skiathos, where it's a very challenging place to land. There's lots of input required on the side, so I thought, why not? Let's have a cool camera so you guys can see us flying in. So we'll turn that on as we get further into the stream, and now we start doing everything important. We are running Track IR today. It has been working for me, so we just got to hope it continues to work. Only problem with our flight today that I can see as might encounter is a bit of lag from the very demanding aircraft this is. Apart from that, this should be great fun. So we can hop out the iPad. What we actually might do is get rid of some of these trucks and stuff. We've actually got quite a lot of people serving us currently. We don't quite need that many, I would say. But, I mean, you never know. Oh, sorry, I've lost the chat there. Just really well there. Voice is silent, quiet, directional mic on. Are you gone? Can you not hear me? Oh, bear with me then. Ouch. Okay, stand by. Okay, hopefully that's better. If it's not, stand by with me. I'm just doing a quick sound check. If it's not, I've got a couple of other things I can try, so hold on. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. If it's not, hold on. There's some weird stuff going on here. You have to bear with me. Hold on, guys. Try that one instead. That should be a little bit louder and a little bit more direct. But hold on. Let's try that one. I think that should be a little bit better for you. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, sorry, I know, totally not. There's a slight lag, so I'm listening on my phone to see when it catches up with me, so hold on. That's better, isn't it? I tell you what I did. I was a bit of a numpty. We've plugged in a new camera today. Guess what I've done? I have accidentally selected the microphone to the one. Oh, okay. Hold on. Right, hasn't gone weird at this point, and you hopefully can hear me all right. But you have to hold on, because it seems to be jumping around. Basically, what it is, if it happens, let me know. Pretty sure it was the USB plug I was plugged into has now gone wrong. And on top of that, I'd accidentally selected the wrong one. I don't know how this sounds, so hold on. I'm going to quickly turn up the... Right, so that sounds... Okay, I think we've got it. Yeah. If it sounds weird, please just say, because I think this problem's sortable. So, right, well, welcome back again then. Welcome back to our 757. So yeah, we're on the ground at Nice in the 757-200. So, okay, turn it off and turn it on again. Exactly. Pretty much what I did. I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and that seems to be working. Okay. Let's run through our startups then. So, the FMC was not quite programmed when I last checked. Ah, yes, it's not. So we go to our Avi tab. Here are our charts. I just haven't put the departure in, but today we're looking for 04 right. We're looking for the SODRI 6 Alpha departure. SODRI 6 Alpha, SODRI 6 Alpha, that's the one.
That sounds fine now. Great, yeah. What about 727? Oh yeah, you're asking Joe to, yeah. That's a nice looking plane, 72. Not as nice as some though. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's choose others. Ah. Right, there, that's what I'm looking for. So gross weight, we click there and it goes in. We've got a 0.3 today, we've got plenty of fuel we can burn. Our cruising altitude, let's have a look, is 350. Not that high, but pretty high. And we've got 99 as the cost index. Brilliant, 99 is cost index. Now we go to take off. Flaps for today, out of Nice, it's got to be fairly steep, so it's going to be a flap 15. It's not actually as long as some people might think. And because we're in the 7.5, what you have to do in the 7.5, you have to set the temperature on here. And this is like selecting the flex to temp. That's basically what we're doing right now. So we select 10. It's come out 9 on there, but that's fine. You click the cargo position, and you get the trim up, and then you click speeds on, and 1, 2, 3, 3, and you select it off again. And now you've got your V1, VR, and V2. We then want to set it as reference on there, so we set a takeoff. See, there they are, and we just want to select them in, so we go 1, 2, 3. There we go, speeds are now selected, and we're going to do the same for the first officer's side. So, we go, take off. Brilliant, so that's now then set up. So now we need to get the hectopascals in the aircraft. We have not fully begun, not fully finished startup yet at this point. You're joining me at sort of a mid-stage. We can turn the hydraulic systems, the yaw dampers go on automatically, window heats can go on. Fuel's been loaded, so we turn the fuel on. Pax can go on. Isolation valve switch, trim air, and the recircuit valves. These switches up here need to go to auto. I've had this plane for about a week now. Oh no, like what, 4 days? So I've done a bit of learning on it. I'm sure there's some proper experts out there among you who will tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Please do shout out if I am. I am by no way an expert at this plane at this point. So I've just started the APU and set the seatbelt signs on. We'll set the wind up on the left, and the engine limiters go on. Pretty sure. Maybe I leave them off. It says INOP, okay. Don't press the thing that says drive. Oh yeah, disconnects. I'm pretty sure that's a disconnect. I think that's why he's telling me not to click that. Right, let's just check. Let's go charts. We've got to set up some stuff here. We have to put the minimums in and the airport landing. So 54 feet. So now we're going to put in landing altitude of 54 in here. That's the one. Yeah, round it nearest to. And then our approach, we're going into, I've got to check back here, 01. 01, so 1,600 is the minimums, and that'll be a borrow, so we need to go borrow. Sorry, and I saw it do it there, so at least we got that. Right. Pax 1, 2 are off. The APU started, so we're going to select the APU gen on and the APU bleed on. There you go, you can hear all the pack noise now inside the aircraft. I'm going to set the door to deny, and at the back here we're going to close the door. Yeah, it's closed. Superb. So, we've got all these trucks we need to clear off from the aircraft. So we'll get rid of the catering, the stairs, these will drive away. Get rid of them. The doors you can see automatically close. Some of these are the flight factors default ones, but I also had the ground handling and all that. So get rid of the fuel truck passenger buses, the loader units, you get rid of them. Close the doors. Get rid of the stairs. Leave the GPU and shocks in place. Right, so, want to choose from late in there, we're going to pull this up so we can hear it, dial it up. TCAS is on standby, that's fine. Then looking down here, what we're going to do, we're going to go, range up. That one. There we go. Ah, QNH, that's what we're going to set. Meter. Let's have a look at meters. 1015. So we set that here. 1015. We're going to set it on the first officer's side too. 1015 set for both of them then. Right, so that's our QNH. That's how we, know how high we are off the ground and everything. So that's all good. We want to make sure this switches in the auto. Auto alarm, LNAV. 350 can be set here. We've got no ATC online today. No ATC right now, anyway. Okay, 350 is set. All good. I think we can disconnect from the ground. Yep, there we go, disconnected. So we'll now go to ground, turn off the GPU, and we'll set our pushback going then. So better pushback. Pre-plan the push. Oh, this is in the way. That is fine, that's where I pushed you last time.
Run to cockpit. Plaza knowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Yeah, ready to go.
Run to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, we've got the parking brake set then, so what we can do, we can get rid of the chocks. Boop. And the chocks are off. Aircraft is loaded. Oh, we've got to hide them, that they've parked out behind the plane. Go. There you go. Okay, so you can see we're completely independent now, so then we're going to make our call on Unicom and let them know what we're doing. So, Nice traffic, Tom Jet 13 Papa Golf, we're on standard 1-2 centre, pushing back for departure out of Nice runway 04 right, Nice traffic, Tom Jet 13 Papa Golf. Fantastic. I can see though, he's taking off from that runway. I wonder why he's doing that. 04 right's always easy, I'm not too sure. Mistake. Okay. So, pushback truck coming.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We'll just go through our checklist then and make sure we have done everything. The oxygen, yeah. You click through and it goes green for whatever you have done. You've checked the takeoff thrust. Flight deck door is locked. I didn't say. It's not locked. Yeah, it's locked. Before taxi, the anti-ice as required. That's before taxi checklist. Before start, checklist is complete. We're happy with that. So you see what he's doing here, lifting up the front of the nose. Dread 2X, hello. Nice to see you, welcome. There you go, so the nose gets lifted up. As he lifts up the nose, what that's doing is it's
Tow connected and bike has been inserted. Release parking brake.
It's just to release the parking brake. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Starting pushback, and we may start engines. So we'll get straight on and start those engines then, because it's quite a short push. So what we're going to do, turn off our pack. So 1 and 2 go off. We're leaving the isolation valve on here. So the APU is now providing bleed straight to the engines. So that's how we're getting our power. So now we're going to select ground on the first one. Look down, check the engine page, and you can see the oil pressure is rising along with everything else. So I click this open here, you can see the oil pressure is rising, N2 is rising. And then what we're going to do is select fuel cut 1 in. There you go, you see it really starting to start there. If we have a look actually on the wing view, you can see the engine spooling up there quite quickly. So that's them starting. Brilliant. Right. There you go, the engine's starting. So, as the engines start, we're looking for the N1 here to rise to a steady sort of place where it's holding, and then if I apply a bit of throttle, we're expecting it to react to the throttle. So it's actually moving to my throttle commands there, so that's good. So we know they're working properly. So we can start up the next engine. So ground on there, and we won't activate any of the packs or anything yet until we've got both engines started. That's just sort of like a just thing I do. I don't think it's in the checklist, I think you probably could, but because I'm a bit bad at flying this plane, if I try to turn all the packs or anything now, I'm pretty sure we'd end up with a dead engine. So we don't. I'm gonna wait. Anyway, this engine's now spooling up, so now we've got to select the fuel valve 2, check, and it's in. And there you go. So that's now ejecting fuel into the engine. These are Rolls-Royce engines we're running today, of course, not the Pratt & Whitney ones, without the Rolls-Royce. Anyway, so what that does is select fuel into the engines, so that's quite important that we do that. So that's how you get the nice start up.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set parking brake. Set. We can now select on the weather radar.
Standby.
He's disconnecting his tow. Both engines are in a nice steady start, I'd say. It's not quite an idle yet, that one. Still got to get a little bit higher till it's in the heavy idle position. that better? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm really sorry. It's the microphone, it keeps doing that, so I'm sorry for that. I was so focused of trying to sort out the plane because we're getting some weird pack stuff here I'm quite happy with, that I completely forgot about that, so sorry. I'll be paying closer attention next time. There are some stuff I can do Once the limiter's on, okay. Limiter 1 and 2 go on. Electrical mode and the parking brakes, okay. Can't see any issues. The electrical seems to be working, although we've got some warnings on here saying thanks, yeah, thanks Jones. Sorry about that guys, I'm really sorry. Anyway, we'll set RTO. Right, so left engine electrical code, right engine electrical mode. Okay. Should be working. Sorry guys, we'll see if it goes again with this sound thing. It's I honestly don't know what's going on. I think I'll end the stream and see if I can fix it out later at another date. So I'm really sorry for that. Make a call on Unicom and then we'll have to deal with this later. Tomjet 13 Papa Golf taxiing out for runway 04 right in east traffic. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. I know it's not pleasant. It's an electrical thing. It keeps doing it because it's working now, and all that I do to get to work is just pull it out of one plug, put it into the other and hope that works. We're also getting a bit of a problem with the 7.5 here as well. It's got some weird stuff going on, so hopefully we can get this all working. I'm really sorry. I don't quite know what's going on. Anyway, you can see here we're doing a flight control check, so full right, full left. I've got a bit of power going around the corner there. Full down, full up. Straighten the nose. And run uniform, so we increase the power. Okay. Happy we've got good flight control. Interesting, the Air France is going the other way. Yeah, I think everyone else is using that runway. I have to spin it around. I think we're going to the wrong end of the runway here. Seems like he's stopped now. He's going left or right. So if he carries on behind us, we know we're going the wrong end. What's the wind currently? Wind is 2204. Okay, yeah. So we'll use the other end of the runway. So we need to use 22 right, and I think it's the 6 X-ray. Let's just check this one. Yeah, it's the one. We're just changing the departure then. So let's spin it around and head back the other way. Nice traffic, Tomjet 13 Papa Golf. Yeah, sorry, we're re-changing runway, taxiing out 22 right instead. Okay, let's change the runway then, we'll go back that way. So, go back the other way and see if it works instead. Because obviously that's just not the right way to go, because the winds are 04 favouring the other runway, so we don't want to be taxiing out to somewhere that we're not intending to go. We've got this left electrical mode warning. I'm not sure what I can do about that, because they've got no warnings on the overhead. Normally what you get when you get a fault on there, you get an overhead warning message, and that'll instruct you to, that'll give you a location of what's going wrong. But we're not even getting that, so I don't know, we'll have to see. Do I need to click them? There. Yep, sorry, it went again, didn't it? I've unplugged the camera. I think it might be having some electrical interference from that. Oh. As soon as I idle the engines, I get a whole load of faults coming. We've got obviously quite a low limit today on the engines. Not happy about that. Okay, right. Taxiing out to the right runway then, so we'll do our before takeoff checklist. Okay, we've got the recall, RTO, and the taxi lights are all good. Before takeoff checklist in the pack, so in the auto position that's fine, the flap's been set, stabilizer trim, that's the one we didn't do. We need to go to the takeoff. We need to have a look at our index and takeoff. Trim 4.0, okay, we need to change that to 4 then. Change it to 4.0, so all the way down here now. Trim it down a bit more, that's the one, 4.0 there. Okay. Trim 4.0 set. Do that. Check this 4.0 set. Flight controls we've checked. We did the full, we did the left, we did the right. We checked they were happy. The taxi runway turn off light switches are there, need to go off. Okay, well, we can turn them off now, as we're not in so we don't actually need them right now. Okay. Right, uniform. He's going across. Okay, well, we don't want a parallel departure. You might not be on, you might be on the same departure as us, and then you're really close the whole way for the rest of the route. So we don't want that. I don't think he's not flying with us, but just that departure route, the SID, he'll be right with us. But he's Air France, which is going the other way. He's going. I'm guessing he's going. I mean, we are in France, but you know what I mean. Paris or something. If he's not, then we don't want to chance it, so we'll line up on the runway, but we won't initiate our departure. Alright, so we've got the set, so we'll thrust up, we'll thrust full, and then it should take manual, it should take control with the temperatures and everything, work all that for us. Nice traffic, Tom Jet 13 Papa Golf, lining up runway 22 right. He's not lining up yet, so we can line up, I guess. I don't he's not saying anything, so that's fine, I guess. Full takeoff check is complete. He's just line up and take off on 22 left. He's there. Okay. Okay, we'll go. We're here. Look, we're ready to go. Let's just go. Okay, on the runway. Happy we've got everything to go. Right. Applying the throttle. Nicely. Full throttle. Let's check down. Okay. 50 knots, speed building. Oh yeah, the frames, I forgot about that. 80 knots. Continue. 100. 120. V1. Rotate. Lift the nose to the air. Oh. Better drop there, keep pitching the nose up. Gear up, positive brake. Is he taking off too? Yeah, he's rolling. Oh, he's going with us. He's trying to get the parallel departure. The problem is we're turning left. Oh god, I'm going to cut him off. Well, yeah, it was a bit cheeky of us to go, I suppose. But he's coming with us. Okay, right, nose light off. Nose light off. There we go. I'll take our checklist. Pitching the nose down, allow the speed to build. He's going to come. gonna come right next to us. Oh god. I hope he's not going left. I hope he's going right. See, he's airborne now. Yeah, look, he's right there. Oh god. Oh god. He's gonna scrape past our wings. Oh, this is gonna be tight because we're going quite slow. I imagine he's accelerated quite nicely. We need to go faster than him. He's right there. He's right there. He's climbing above us. Okay, he's climbing above us. That's fine. We can just, you know, we're happy to level off it. We're gonna make that left turn then. So I'm just flying at manual still on the flight directors. There goes the first one. Right, rolling it left. Flap 1 selected. Sorry, flap 5 selected. Okay, left bit. Keep pitching the nose up. Okay. Okay, there we go. Going left. Is he coming left with us? If he is, bad news. Doesn't seem to be. Let's hope he's not. Let's hope he's not. Otherwise, we're going to be right next to each other all the time. 213 Papa Golf, out of Nice, airborne, passing through 3000, climbing flight level 350. East traffic, 213 Papa Golf. Right, is he following us? Yes. No? Yes, he is. Okay, right, well, we've got to pitch up. Bring the flaps up. Pitch up a bit. I let it overspeed there, I was too busy looking at the plane. Come on, keep the speed building there, keep the speed building. Because he's right behind us, I don't want to, so I'm not engaged with the autopilot so I can keep an eye on the traffic. Oh, this is close. This is why you don't parallel departure. Parallel arrive, sure. But he's now following us. Oh, the weight of that man must be really big. Oh, it's like stooling? No, it's just in a steep climb. Whoa, tracker is weird today. The sunlight in here, I imagine it pretty well. Right, we set standard pressure then because we know we're climbing straight up, so we set standard. Standard. Right, I think we've solved the electrical interference thing. I hope. Let me know if it sounds shocking. I'm just going to do a quick sound check then to make sure it doesn't sound too bad. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Right, we set the TCAS on, because otherwise he won't see that we're there. Now we're going to get traffic warning, because he's right there, yeah. Oh, he's splitting right. He's off right, he's going somewhere else. Right, we are by ourselves. We can turn off the landing lights and the seatbelt signs. I'm happy for the passengers to move around the flight deck now. Sorry, move around the cabin, not the flight deck. I don't think there's any need for them to be in their seats still. Right, we'll go through our after takeoff checklist then. Altimeter's been set, the flaps are up, the landing gear are up, packs are good. So after landing takeoff, or after takeoff checklist is complete. We increase the range slightly then. There's the top of climb. Okay, that's good. The auto brakes has gone off automatically, the auto brake system. That's fine, the gear are up, and it's a lovely bird. It does, you know, even though it's like, you know, Boeing, and I'm a strong Airbus man, I do like it as a plane. It's a nice, it just looks cool. I just like it, it's nice. There's 10,000, the nose drops, the speed increases. You set climb direct. I think that's what I want to click. Yeah, that'll increase the speed there. Build the speed up. So we now want to turn off all the external gloss. We've got the landing lights off, turn off lights off. Basically all the lights on the outside of the aircraft can go off now. And that issue we have with the engines doesn't seem to have bitten us in the back side. We seem to be alright. Hasn't come back to haunt us or anything as we climb, so hopefully the issue with the engines and everything, that was just one off, I would hope. We'll turn on the weather radar, so the traffic one, he's off, look. Yeah, no, he's going somewhere else. That was quite cool then. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit worried because I thought he was gonna he was gonna hit us or something. So he didn't. He was a good pilot. He knew what he was doing. So that's cool. Let's just check that we have got yeah, the flight deck door's shut. I was just checking. That was shut because sometimes I leave it open and They don't like that. They don't like that. So, at least it's shut. Right, well, I'm climbing nicely then. So the auto brake system, as I said, was off. As I said before. 5 degrees outside. It's all pretty stable. We got 4.6 tons of fuel in the tanks. That's fine. Not the longest flight today, but we're going into Skiathos, so that's good fun. There is default scenery there, so hopefully it doesn't blind you. It's pretty default. It's not that bad. I mean, I don't, you know, personally I don't mind it, but I know it's not, you know, nice for you to see that kind of bad scenery. So I get it. It's you know. Not what we really want to see. The only criticism I have with this aircraft is it's very frames heavy. That's the two I have. It's very frames heavy, and the default sounds when you don't buy the sound pack, which I haven't done yet, is a little bit poor. Yeah, the sounds we're listening to now are not amazing. They're alright, don't get me wrong, you know, they're not dissing it completely. Just think it could be a little bit there. We've got some weird flickering in the cloud over there. So the clouds weren't there because I had it on max FPS. That was trying to boosting it on takeoff, because on takeoff my frames can be pretty bad. But they seem to be holding out alright. So we're on 122 from late. think we're good. $17,000. Climbing nicely there. Okay. Good. Right. The microphone hasn't gone wrong. I'm really sorry for that. I honestly don't know what it was. Okay. 90,000. Yes, we're straight up to our cruising level today. Cool. Right. 3200. Climb up. Keep it going. We want to get up nicely up to 35,000 feet. Because the earlier we go there, the more efficient the plane is at the higher altitudes. So we want to get up there quickly. It's turning onto the sort of departure route. Long way to go today. All the way to go. A couple of directs, a few airways. This first time in a Boeing I've used the 3 pages of route programming. You have a look on here, you go to the legs page on the FMC. You can see we've got 4, 1, 2, and 3. And even 3.5 there. So there's a lot of waypoints today. Is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot more than I normally would have. That I normally have had. Why does it keep pinging? What does it want? Do you want the dynamic blinds on? When we have the dynamic blinds on, if you're sat like, you get this sort of people put their blinds down and you can't see on the wing views. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I do like it as a plane. It's lovely. But those noises. They need to be improved for sure. The sound pack makes it way better, and I think they count on you buying the sound pack. I think that's the idea. Even though they don't make it, I think you get the sound pack. That's how it sort of goes. Yeah. So seatbelt signs are off. If you journey, your dampers, everything seems to be fine. The plane's cruising nicely. That electrical interference, I can tell you now, that kept making the microphone go really static and annoying, has driven people away, is, well, that was, I'm really sorry about that, that was the camera, the new camera I've got. The wire was sat right next to my microphone wire, and as soon as I've gotten rid of it, it seems to now be all good. So, I'm really sorry about that. So, I hope you can forgive me. I agree, it was not good. Right, so fuel flow wise, we've got 2.7 tonnes per hour on each engine. That is high because we are climbing. As you can see, we've got 99.8% thrust there to hold this sort of climb. I've selected climb direct on the aircraft's autopilot system in flight management. So basically what's happening is, regardless of the consumption of fuel and everything, it's no longer VNAV, it's just climbing as fast as it can at 350. I'd like that because if we do get a controller online, I'd like to be in the cruise so that he doesn't have to, so we don't get limited or anything or something like that. It'd be nice to be up at 350. So we're making our way up there. So, should be good fun landing in Skiathos. It's a tough place to land. It doesn't get much more, it is difficult. It's considered the St. Martin of Europe, and now of course St. Martin has better RNP, so it's even less accurate than some of the others. So it's getting worse and worse with the RNP approach. What that'll do is sort of have to push us to the limit a bit more. We have to work a little bit harder up here. There'll be a lot of manual flying here. Sorry the camera doesn't work because that's been causing interference, but I prefer to not have a camera though to handle is ruined. So we'll leave that one off for a while. At least until we can guarantee it doesn't completely ruin everything. It's a cool tablet, this one. I like it a lot. It's got like cycle through. It does, yeah, it does stuff. I think it's good. It's got failures and options, and you can do all sorts of things and change everything through here. It's into blue on the main ECAS. This is something I quite like. On this main sort of voice fades away at times. Yeah. Hopefully it's a bit better. The microphone's gone a bit weird in these couple of days, so sorry about that. And if you set this, that you can go on here. Where was I looking? What was I looking at? Where did I get distracted? Oh, blue ECAS. So you set blue. Everything goes blue. Not sure if I like it. Not sure if I do. But that's how it is. Yeah. That's not like me today. Heading towards Italy there, you can see that's Italy. Very loud indeed. Okay, on the maps then, so you can see we're heading towards this island. It's the island, okay. Then we go, our route today takes us across Rome. From Rome we head across the country, and we sort of Foggia, break, and then we head down. We are going to head, because Skiathos is up on this little bit in here. We've got a bit of land and a bit of sea to cover, so it's quite good fun, this flight. Because you get a bit of land, so it's not too boring. You get some stuff to look at, but you also get a lot of sea. So that's good for the frames, because as you can tell now, they are dying on me. Let me just check out the sound to see if there's something I can do, so stand by with me. Okay, it's not too bad, hopefully. And it could probably be better. It's not too bad. Yes, I'm really sorry, everyone, about what happened earlier. The microphone going a bit crazy on me there. I'm not too sure why that was. I think it was that microphone. So hopefully that's now an issue resolved. We can consider resolved. but I do appreciate it might well not be. So yeah, I got the gain up to max because what I'm trying to do here is see if there is anywhere that I want it to be shown that it looks bad, because we've got a very comfortable flight now, but of course if it is bumpy up ahead, passengers won't be expecting it, so I want to be able to see it and say, oh, hold up, this is going to be a little bit bumpy ahead. But having the gain on full, any small bit of weather will be known to me, because it's smooth sailing now. When it's no longer smooth sailing, I want to know. So it's good. You can see if we set the range to full. I do like being able to only have to have one of these open, because it's got the routing in the bottom of it. That's pretty cool. That helps a lot. It's super laggy, this plane though. It takes so many frames to keep it going. So landing in Skiathos is not too bad, but having any sort of land mass anywhere near causes so much lag. Yeah, this is always the thing I've been fighting with ever since I started doing YouTube. Ever since well, that's not true, ever since I switched to Xplane for YouTube streaming. I've been fighting with the frames. At first we had awful ones, and then I found out it's because I had the flight models per second on 10, which is amazing. That's working the computer really hard. Now I don't have it on, but I'm pushing it harder and harder. I do have graphics still pretty high, and I still ask it to do quite a lot with these planes and streaming and everything. So, yeah, it's not best. I have got the quality for the stream today a little bit higher, so that you guys can watch in a little bit better quality. Let me know if it looks a little bit better. YouTube still seems to be limiting me, but now you can watch in 720p rather than like 140 last time. So it should look a bit better. Voice fading away. Okay, I hope that's not so bad. Oh, we've reached cruise. There we go. So 350. We're doing Mach 0.822. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick indeed. That's pretty speedy. I'll take that. That's pretty good. That's cool. That's better than this is. I always compare this aircraft to the Airbus A321 when I'm talking to Jones Aviation. It's probably its most close competition. The 757, I believe, can carry more passengers than the Airbus A321, but don't hold me to that, because I don't. That's not a fact. Can we look out the window? Well, I have to be outside because the frames are so bad. It looks like I've got to be an outside view. That's annoying. Oh, we're on the ground here. The views in Xplane are pretty cool. You can get some cool random views. But I was just saying, yeah, the sounds on this plane are not quite the standard we've got. So it's fine. Oh, talking about that, next stream, planning on doing a Greek island hop with Arus. I think he said he'd be joining us today. He hasn't, but that's fine. But yes, we're going to do a sort of Greek island hop with him. Streaming, this is the first stream in a long time, I know that. Was it? Yeah, no, it is. Been on holiday and stuff, so that's why. That's about the first stream in about, what, a week? No, 3 weeks or something like that. But we'll be up to our normal streaming schedule again. I can't do this Friday. I've got friends round, so that will not. So we're not quite going back to our normal stream, but Fridays and Sundays, there are streaming times normally. So it might be Sunday next week or a midweek stream. But you know Bora Bora, the island, the BU-146, does some cool island hopping around those sort of islands in that area. So we'll definitely go check that out at some point, because that is a cool place to be doing some island hopping. Great fun, really challenging place. So we'll definitely head there if we can. It's a very nice plane, this aircraft. Looks lovely. Island down there. A little small island in between the island we're heading over currently and mainland Italy. Right, that's my family getting back. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to be back in 10 minutes. I'll leave you with the sight of the plane cruising. I hope you don't mind. Back in 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I will catch you in a minute, though. Bye. Hello, we're back. If you are coming back into the stream, please stay around. Microphone was going wrong, I do admit that, but it's not going any wrong anymore, and that's because I've unplugged the little camera that was, I'm pretty sure the wire was right next to it. I think that was what was causing all of our trouble. So now that's gone. Hopefully, we're getting a little bit better now. Hopefully the sound and everything's a bit better. Right, I get the music on. Let me just sort out some house stuff. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I mean, you know. Wow. We've left that island behind. Ah, and here's mainland Italy. So I think, as I said, we're heading towards Rome. Yeah. Well, we're going to cross just before Rome. Our routing for today, I think, takes us straight over it. Let's have a look. Get to the route page. This is our flight plan, by the way. Scroll through until we see the routing. Ah, keep going. Eventually we'll get there. Sorry if this is a little bit annoying. It's flashing through. I'm sorry. We're getting to the. It's always at the end of the flight plan that the sort of routing stuff is there. The colour images basically of the actual. There you go. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. So we're going to cut just below that island, so we are going to be above Rome. Yeah. So Cintventia. So that's where we're going to be cutting across into the mainland Europe. And then our route, I think, what is it takes us cutting across, right across Rome. Sorry, right across there. Right across and then into the sea. Down across Greece. Into Skiathos. Good fun airport, as I keep saying. As you can tell, probably I'm quite excited to land at Skiathos. It's a popular holiday destination, but more popular because it's got the pilots love it. There it is. I think it's here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Skiathos, there it is. Landing runway 01 today, so we're landing on the main runway. So what we're going to do is our approach. We go out to here, SKP, down to there, and up straight towards the runway. It's on an R&P, so the descent has to be managed by us rather than the aircraft. It does not manage it itself. So worth mentioning that because yeah, I haven't done it in a while, so it could be an interesting landing. I'm not looking forward to it entirely. I probably should have practiced before stream. I'm not gonna lie, I think I've done it once in a different plane. I have to watch a YouTube video mid-air on how to do this stuff. Wow, we can already see the top of descent marker. Oh, that's because we're on the 640 mile range. That's cool. Let me just check. It's 32 miles away to that waypoint. That's 20, that's 4. Oh, right, okay, so this is the 640 mile range one. So we can see 640 miles into the distance. They're moving closer. We can see our top of descent marker there on the VNAV. It's just auto position. Let me know if you use trim so you can learn from it, Pillar Pilot. Oh yeah, stabilizer trim in this. You've got wheels on the 737. It's basically the same thing. So when I'm flying the plane manually, these up and down trim you can see here, I've got it assigned on my joystick. That's just moving the trim on here. And what it does, say I've got the nose at 10 degrees, I'm having to continually have a bit of back pressure on the stick. So it's sort of continually, quite a lot of, oh, see, I've disengaged the autopilot there. Oops. Continually, let's put that back on. Continually have to have a fair bit of back pressure on the stick to hold that 10 degrees. If you trim up, what you do is you no longer have to have the back trim because the aircraft is now trimmed so that the nose is at 10 degrees. So you've quite a lot of up trim, and that means you no longer have to have the weight on it. So if you're doing a climb out from the airport, the Airbus will do it for you. The Boeing, you have to trim it to allow yourself so that you're not fully back on the joystick. You can trim it up so that then you can go neutral on the joystick, or the stick, joystick, whatever you want to call it, so that then that attitude is still maintained, but you're not having to put much effort on the yoke. Danger of trimming is you have to remember that, of course, when you're trimmed fully up, you can be quite close to the stall because you're trimmed fully up. And what often happens is you can forget about that you've got loads of back trim on, and so you forget that you're actually on the limit of what the aircraft can do. Because, of course, you're close to stall, you have to pull the nose up to counteract that. If you want to maintain it, realistically, if you're stalling, you should probably push the nose down. If you're too low, just coming over the threshold for landing, say, for example, I use loads of back trim on that to sort of maintain the way the nose is at the 134 or whatever we're doing for landing. So lots of back trim at that point, and so a bit of back pressure on the back trim helps that. Then I've got to remember when we go for a go around, what happens is you put go around and you have to put a lot of pressure on the nose forward because you're trimmed high up. So I'll show you now how the trim works. Trim moves this whole stabilizer using the stick in the up and down position moves the elevator at the back. So by trimming it, you're moving all of this up in sort of a higher angle. So it runs sitting there, it's sat like there. It's sat level with the aircraft. Rather than being there, it's sort of sat higher up. So that just gives you that up, that angle of attack up. So it's a very helpful thing trim, but you do have to watch it because what you can do is you can sort of accidentally overstress the aircraft almost. So you need to watch out for that. I'm not very good at doing it, bit of a culprit. Can't forget about it and have like a full trim up. It's not ideal at all. Lovely looking plane though. These are the ones that land at Skiathos. This is Bravo Golf, so this actually is, I believe, still in service with 2 in parked at Gatwick Airport currently. So taking it from Nice is not that much of a trek away. We don't have to step that far out, but that's pretty much where it departs from. So realistically we should have flown from Gatwick, I suppose, but the flight time from there is a long way. But I'll let you know how we used to trim. When we used to trim. Yeah, I'll do that. You can get a bit of an idea of how it all works. Lovely. Cruising along. Yeah, that's how it works for you. Yeah. I think. Yeah, using the trim on a plane is an interesting thing to do. The autopilot uses it almost constantly. That's how it maintains a very smooth sort of, look at everything. It can be quite difficult. So over Italy now, so hopefully we might get a controller in the Italian airspace. Because it'd be nice to have a controller. I mean, it demonstrates how vatsim works and everything, but it's cool. We got, for those of you who don't know, I know most of my audience do know what vatsim is, but it's a sort of network where everyone can fly all together. So you can be an Xplane P3D, or maybe even, what is the other one? Aprox Flight Sim P3D, Xplane, FSX Flight Sim 2004. You can be in almost any flight simulator from pretty much the beginning, and you can fly live with other people. And after the new velocity update, in full sync, so you can do like combat flying with them. You can fly in formation, and there are people with air traffic control. So if you want to do something like this, like where you're doing a proper flight, you can get, in theory, get air traffic controllers online with you. We have not got them online with us. That's not because they aren't there. It's just, busy. You have to get a high level of training to be able to be an air traffic controller, and so sometimes they just there's not many of them. I think for the Rome airspace there's only about like 7 or 8 sensor controllers or something like that, and there's not many in the area I'm a controller in. So we've got a couple of low-level clouds down there. It's quite cool. We're cruising over the top of them. But generally, it's a pretty clear day today. Got a couple of traffic around. Not many around us. Checking the temperature and pressure on the brakes so that for landing we're all good. Still, the APU is off. Everything else. Seatbelt signs are off. The no smoking sign will stay on. We'll put it into auto position if you want. We'll leave that on. Landing altitude 50 feet today. It's a low altitude airport. 1,600 is the minimums. That is also the established altitude for the RNAV. So when we hit 1,600 and we're lined up on the RNAV, just as we then begin descending for the rest of the arrival, we need to go minimums. Yeah, happy to continue. Make sure we have visual with the runway at that point. Flew in the Airbus A321 into here a couple of weeks ago, and I did not have visual with the airport at 1,600 feet, so therefore follow the go-around procedures, which at Skiathos are no easy task. It's not like luckily it's just a bit of a pattern, but it's not easy in that programs into the A-plane. I found mine didn't in the A321. It might do in this one, I don't know. But so basically what we do, we just fly on runway heading over the top of the airport, climbing up to 4,000 feet, which will be at the VOR. Our arrival today, I have not programmed in yet, but it's the coming down from the Thessaloniki, I think. No, EVIKO is where we come in from. So we're going right across the top of the airport, and at EVIKO will still be 4,000 at EVIKO. We then head to Skiathos for the Skiathos waypoint, and then from Skiathos we head south, round and capture on. So we need to check we've got that in our aircraft actually. So what I'm going to do, leave that, get the FMC in. That's the beauty of the flight factor actually. You can use the rest of it from, you can use the FMC and stuff outside, which in the TOLIS you can't. Not a criticism, just pointing out. Right, runway 01. Hold on. Change that one. That should be NDB 01 through Skiathos on the EVIKO 1 Charlie. If that's what we're looking for. Now we have a look at the legs page. You can see EVIKO, Skiathos to D203 Charlie. Now I think D230 Charlie is this one down here, and you see FQ01, that's there. There you go. Oh yeah, it has got the name. So D203 Charlie, that's there, and the DME 10 is D203 Juliet, that's there. Then FQ01 is there. In case of a go-around, SKC, that's right, that's straight ahead, SKC, going ahead. Then we go Skiathos again, and it'll be a left hold, so it's got written in there for Skiathos, where we go round and round and round until we're happy to have another go at the approach. Whilst we're going round, we probably go round once whilst I reprogrammed in all the information, and then we continue back around and have another go. That's what we'll do if we have to go around. Of course, we won't have to go around. So hopefully that should be fine. Forecast? Oh, we've got a wind forecast. Bit of wind. That's getting higher and higher. So wind levels aren't too great actually. Although at 340 we are currently. We've got a 47 knot tailwind here, that's what's blasting us along. making our ground speed 517. So our airspeed is only 280. So that's good. We can do the approach if you want. We can have a look at the approach menu. All settings. Kilograms out. Okay. That's not as many options as I thought it'd be. But I'm looking for the index and the approach. So 30 and 133. With the flap and speed. We've got 1,627 meters of runway. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Close them down. I've got to look up now. So I'm trying to find out the auto brake settings we use, because oh god. Yeah, disconnected. I'll have to reconnect in a minute. There we go. Trying to find the sort of auto brake settings we need. Auto brake determination. Okay, cool. So you don't have to use you don't have to use what's this, full reverse thrust, but you don't have to use reverse thrust, but by not using reverse thrust, see, we're already immediately about to disconnect. Ah, it is crazy. Oh, wait, we're going to disconnect even though we're getting we're off again. Let's hold it. It's bizarre. I know the frame thing is weird. I don't pretend to understand it. Should have promoted your stream mode. Oh yeah, well we can do that now. I'm in it. You're right, I should have done. Didn't know you could. But mind you, after all the microphone issues at the start, hopefully it's not too bad now. I think back to how it sort of normally sounds. I think. Didn't know there's a self-promotion in here. Ah, self-promotion, there is. Copy the link across from on my phone. Maybe I want to do it on the computer. There you go. I've lobbed it on the promotion. Why not? Let's have a look at this. sorting out this. That's better. That's better. So I'll hop back in the chat. I'm just sorting out the quick thing here. Oh, I can hop back now. Hey, streaming on Twitch. I was thinking about this the other day. I've got an account on Twitch, but I haven't ever streamed on it. I don't know. I feel like, you know, we all know Pillar Pipe streams on YouTube. You know, I don't know. We all know I stream on YouTube. We could well start streaming on Twitch. I just don't know. And of course Philipite has class. He doesn't stream on Twitch. Yeah, very true, very true. That's a good point. That's a good point. We don't want to mix around in streaming on YouTube. Sorry, streaming on Twitch. We're YouTube stream. Close to 2%, actually. I want to see what's like. We're over the land, that's why we're getting a bit of lag. What happens in my simulator is when you go over the land, you get more lag for some reason. I don't really know. That is exactly why. There's only Adriatic centres online. I don't think he covers us, does he? Might later, depending on where we go Don't remember the castle exactly. Charters a plane to go Finland. Yeah, I know, for A350-900 as well, you know. Not just any plane. So I think I got to get a better CPU to be able to run Xplane with less lag. Pretty sure. I might get disconnect sign here as I attempt to have a look at what ATC is online on vatsim, but it'll not be happy with me. The frames will considerably drop. I found us. Oh yes, we'll hop into Adriatic control. Athenia radar. There you go. Well, which one will we hop into first? We've got Adriatic East online, Adriatic West, but LGAV has got Lima Golf Victor Alpha has got Tower 9. Interesting, no one is flying into Skiathos. Private jet version of that plane. No one's flying into Skiathos up here. Just us. Oh, there's a couple. But they're pre-departure. I am by far the closest. And we'll pretty much be the only one. But we will get some ATC online. Hey. Hey, that's pretty good. That seems like a good deal to me. So we are just over halfway of the flight now. So I think, given our route, I'm just going to match up the routing to the Avi tab and see if I can tell when we're which ATC controller we're going to cut into first. So just on the... Yeah, we'll go through... Yeah, we'll go through Adriatic East, so that's ADRE control 130550. That's cool. We'll get up with ATC online. I'll go to Mykonos, change of plans. Yeah! Shouldn't we? But that's not as fun, yeah? It's an easy airport. So it's got ILS, got everything. Just check it, that's not right. The Logitech radio panel's amazing. I really can't recommend it enough to any of you thinking of getting something like that. I really recommend it. It's superb. It allows me to change the radios from outside. I can be an outside view. I just set up, change like I did then. Just change the radios. Yeah. Change of plans. Yeah. And I'm Mykonos. It's a nice airport. I think No, that was Zakynthos. Zakynthos we've flown into, haven't we? We did that a long time ago. We flew into Zakynthos, not Mykonos. Do you have a link for them? Yeah, I'll drop it in. Should do. Let's have a look. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Logitech. I'd go to the Logitech website because, of course, then all the money goes straight to them. They are the ones, of course, making this great product. That is the radio panel. Oh, we're going to disconnect. Yeah, gone. I wasn't quite quick enough typing in the message. We'll connect up in a minute. Oops, the music. That microphone sing at the start, that was weird, wasn't it? We got to sort that out. Amazon isn't allowed in Belgium, Well, sorry about that. Blasting over the clouds then. There we go, we're about to head over the sea. So we head across into, we will head into Adriatic East Control. East Control. There isn't a top of control for the Adrias, so often in Amsterdam, for example, the center controller there's two center controllers on top of each other. You have one that covers everything below 250 and one that covers everything above 250. So that's quite interesting actually, because it really reduces the workload for both of them while still being quite logical. There's our top of descent in 240 miles. Tea's gone cold. Is the mic still working? Is it? Yeah. It was that camera. It is the camera interfering with it. Yeah. Amazing the electrical interference of the difference it makes. Completely wrecked the microphone. It's quite sad though, because it means we've lost all our good viewers. We were up at like 10 until 1. That's not that, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. By the way, thanks very much everyone for getting us to 191 subscribers. That's really amazing. It's going up literally every day now. So keep hitting the like and subscribe button if you can. It's really appreciated. a line, big green line going across our sort of screen. What is that? Is that when we need to contact the controller? Does it know when we need to contact the controller? I'll be impressed if it did. So you see, we're doing that thing where we're tracking down along the coast. Flight plan, we're going to track down right along the edge of the foot and go across into there. Use the Logitech X52 Pro hotest. Oh, that's a good one. I know the one. Yeah. I use the Airbus TCA side stick. That's but the hotest thing. I know that's a good one. Andrea, we're going along. So that is Greece, isn't it? This is all Greece down. This is Greece down here. I'm not. Budapest. Warsaw. We've been there before. Copenhagen, Stockholm, Helsinki. Love that place. Then up north into Tankavara. Thinking of switching to the Airbus thingy. Yeah, go for it. It's really good quality. I really recommend it. It's a really good quality stick. Really works well for the quality and price it is. It's really good. Yeah. And if you like me and like Airbus planes, it really does feel like you're in an Airbus bit. And then I can't recommend it enough. See if you can get the throttle sort of stuff to go with it. The throttles are really cool. I got them here. I'm sure you've seen in previous videos and stuff in there. They're really good, they're really good. Copenhagen's favourite city. Yeah, nice place. The airport's nice. Two throttles or four? Two. Airbus TCA has two, but of course you can get another pack. I was thinking of getting one, but I bought the radio panel instead, and I have to say the radio panel, that was a good choice. That was a really good choice. But of course, you know, you could definitely go for the yeah, you could get for two of them. You put them next to each other, you get four. It's a really like massive set of throttles you've got. So for flying like A340 or whatever, or the 747, it's probably quite good fun. But I mostly fly two-engine aircraft as my sort of thing. That's not true actually. I fly the BA 146 a lot, and that's 4 engines. Denied access to Australia, put you on the first plane back. Oh no. Crikey. That's not good. Wow, okay. That really isn't good. I'll get rid of this tablet, we're just monotonously watching our progress. That's not good. There's an airport down there. For a doctor's letter for a med you need to take. Yeah. I suppose they're being safe, aren't they? But you know, that's really annoying. Are we in his control yet? Are we in his airspace? This controller, we might be in his airspace. AGS. Oh no, we won't be yet. We're not across that. Bit of wing flex there. I can actually adjust how much wing flex there is. If we boost up the wing flex, there's loads. You get really bendy wings that are bending around and everything. I decided to reduce the wing flex levels on mine. To sort of like 2 I had it on. Because when you're landing, they really bounce around, and I thought that's not quite realistic in my opinion. They still move around when you turn down the wing flex, which is cool, because that they do that the whole time, bounce a bit, but they don't fold in the 757 as much as they do in like the 787. So turning wise, see how we turn very gently there? We can change that in the Boeing, which you can't do in the Airbus. That's something I quite like. You can change how much it is, you have comfort wise. So when you're in the cruise, you can change it. So I've got an auto currently, so it's going to be making very small, gentle turns. Whereas what you can do is you can set it into the full 25 degree for the sort of approach and stuff. So that's what I tend to do in the when you get to about 10,000, whack it up. And it's just here. It's there. It's 25 degrees. Bank limit, so you just go. You can make it higher if you want it to be higher or less, depending on the situation. So currently in the cruise, I have it in auto, or 5 degrees, but I'll leave it in auto because the auto knows what it's doing better than I do. Good to see the programming there. A couple of easy mistakes they often forget is 0 to 359. So they sometimes go 0 to 360, whereas 36 and 0 are the same thing. So it's good to see that they've not made that mistake. It's made in Tolis sometimes, and I've seen it. I think I've re-updated it now, but when I first got 321, it was you could do 0 or 360. I'm not sure how that worked for everything else, but yeah. So we're in 757-200. If you get the 757 full pack, you get the 200, the 300, and the 200F. I didn't have to, luckily, as I won it. So really big thank you to Fly Factor for running these giveaways. They're really amazing and benefit people like me. It's great fun to fly your aircraft, so please keep that going. That's really amazing. Yeah. So it's super cool. Looking to sort of get another plane. For me, next one would definitely be the Tolis A319, if I could. It's, in my opinion, is probably if not one of the best aircraft in the world for Xplane. It's got very good simulation detail, and it's very easy on frames, and so and it's day 319. I've got to I couldn't get hold of him by email document because he was on holiday. No text left. Oh, that's so annoying. That's really annoying. Sorry about that. So it's cool. Looks like our top of descent is going to be just as we cross into his ATC controlling airspace. Hopefully he's okay with that. We'll request descent and get the aircraft to take us down. You see, as I said, we're in a British registered aircraft today. So it's interesting that it was in Nice, but I imagine it's been flown down there. Sometimes they do Gatwick direct to Skiathos, but of course Gatwick to Nice, and then if the demand is there, Nice to Skiathos, and Gatwick to Nice, Nice to Skiathos, then go for it. You get 2 flights out of 1, I suppose. So it's all down to the airline, but Nice to Skiathos has been done by 757 in TUI, so obviously I'll do it. I think TUI are down to their sort of they have got 787s now, haven't they? The only aircraft I've really seen are their 787s, 75, 737s. I think that's all they have. I mean, yeah, having these aircraft means they cover a full range. 787 is sort of a really lovely long range. 7.5 is this kind of range, 3-4 hour stuff, but with more capacity than the 7.3, which is a short range. This is medium to long haul, because it can do long haul too, of course. I think they've got 300 as well. Now, one of my favourite features of this aircraft is that inside the flight deck, you can right click on anything. Tell you what it does. Slide across there. Does this? Review. Maintains. What is the range of this aircraft? That's a very good question. Something I will tell for you who stand by with me. Pretty hear the keyboard. I know this all by my head. 7,222 kilometers. That's a big range. It'll do top speed of 935 kilometers an hour. 239 seats on board. It's pretty cool. Zero fuel weight and empty weight. The aircraft is 57,000 kilograms, so 57 tons. That's very loud music. So it's 57 tons empty weight. 47 meters long. Yeah, it's a pretty big plane. It's pretty big. Well, we're only crossing into his airspace soon. We've got a couple of minutes. GOKEL is our entry point, is it? Oh, is it Damic? No, I think it's somewhere in there. Supposed to fly this bird. Yeah, they do. This is a real livery, not a fake one, like you sometimes fly. This is they really fly this plane. Right, so in our standby frequency, then we've got to have 129.625. That'll then be the next standby. Right, if you hold on with me 2 minutes, I'm just gonna hop out and grab a little snack, as I always do. What's that ultra long Boeing from Flight Factor? I forgot. It's 777 or the 787. They're the two with the biggest ranges, I think. They'll sort of be two big ones. Snacking again? Yes, yeah. 2 seconds, guys. See you in a minute. Right, I'm back. Here we've disconnected. Oh no, in length he meant. What's the longest from Flight Factor? It must be the 777-300ER. That is a big beast. Must be that one. Why is it going to disconnect? I'm getting 26 FPS. I don't quite get that. Interesting. Bizarre. I'll have to, yeah, sorry about this, guys. It's annoying. That seems booting me off almost constantly. It's going to disconnect again. Goodness me. Didn't think my frames were that bad. It says 25 up there. Yeah, thank you. In length, the 777-300ER is the longest plane in the world. .300ER is 74 meters long. That's the biggest plane for sure. Right, on to the controller. That's a bit loud. What's they called? Stefan Roller. Oh, so yeah, we've contacted them. Right, so. Oh god. Frames have dropped, bloody hell. Welcome to SODRI via Alpha 3, taxi gate 205. Oh goodness me, I don't know what's going on. The whole sim's lagging out. Crikey. Right. Looks like the whole thing's lagging out. Loud and fast, yeah. Goodness me, this is not good. Xpilot seems to have crashed. So Xpilot's crashed. Bizarre. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. My computer's doing something in the background for sure. Crikey. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeesh. I mean, I know it's bad, but what the hell? Alright, let's connect to vatsim. Let's try this again. Inside view any better? Yeah, oh, it's getting worse inside. Best work is to zoom out. What I am going to do though quickly is zoom in on the range. And then it's ground, yeah, we're going to disconnect again. Oh, maybe we should just stay off vatsim, I think. I don't know. Okay, we'll reconnect one last time and then I'm on task manager, I'm going to clear out some stuff.
Here, Serbia 16 Papa requesting startup and pushback.
No.
Serbia 16 Papa pushback and startup approved facing west, QNH Belgrade 1017. Startup and pushback approved facing west, QNH 1017, Here, Serbia 16 Papa. Itaro 881. Itaro 881 with you. Itaro 881.
Again? Right. No, but I know. But if we can't... If I can't actually look inside the plane to land it, because we have to go off vatsim. That's the end of our vatsim trip then. We'll have to just be on non-vatsim. What a shame. Does mean I can actually look where I'm going now. Yep, no, we're off vatsim. That is a shame, but if it's going to just keep booting me, because my frames are at 19 when they should be at 20. I don't know. Let's just disconnect. Yeah. Anyway, well, you know, we can fly the plane properly now. Right. Sorry, I'm sorting out Discord, bear with me. Right, that's all good then. Fixed. Well, where are we now? Well, over Greece, I think. There's LGSK there. So we're about to make sort of a right turn and then back left again to continue on our heading. So we're going from DIMIS to Yankee November, which is there. So, and then continue on down. Just sort of making a transition, I think, across the airspaces. Right. I'm not pleased about having to disconnect from vatsim, actually. It's going to annoy me. But at least we're flying. It's not been a successful stream, has it? We'll have to sort it out another day. By the way, yeah. Sort it out another time at some point, I think. There goes the right turn. So as I said before, we're now heading towards Yankee November. Okay. Big wide turn across here, to, you know, gently. You don't want to upset the passengers as we make our turn. It was an hour before from the stream starting. I know that's not quite true. 24 minutes of intro, so it's 24 minutes, and we've been in the air for now. We've been in the air for an hour and what was that? So we've been in the air for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go back in actually. It's a 2-hour flight to airport time. Around 20 minutes, we've got 40 minutes to go. But then it gets fun now, you know, this is the fun bit, the landing and everything. We've got a 75 knot crosswind currently, but of course when we make that left turn from Yankee November, that'll become a beautiful tailwind. And we'll get blasted along. Aircraft's all happy still. Just got low frames. Shame that. It is a hungry game, you know. We're really working it hard. My CPU is not that good. It's gonna be good fun landing. I'm looking forward to this. So to conclude with the Flight Factor, it's a lovely plane, but unless you have a monster PC, you're very laggy. Well, with your continued support, and as we grow as a YouTube channel, and over time, we'll get to that PC level, and when Xplane 11, Xplane 12, and stuff gets released, we'll be ready. Hopefully. So there's that nice gentle left turn I was talking about. I'm just going to zoom in a bit as well so we can see the top of the descent range. Because with regards to the top of the descent, I want to make sure I get it right. Reset Mike Charlie Papa altitude. Any of you Boeing experts, what is the MCP altitude? MCP, what is that? Come on, get down there. Big gentle turn, but now we've got that super tailwind I was talking about. That's going to increase our speed a bit. Because we're there. Gone a long way, we're almost there. That's the Xplane one. Skiathos is this island here, where my cursor is, if you can see. So it's not far to go. Right, let's dial in that 1,000 whatever altitude it was. Let's have a look. Didn't mean to close that. Well, the final altitude for today, 4,000 for the VOR, and then descending, making that descent down to 1,600. We will do when we get there. So the 4,000 can be dialed in. As we hit the top of the descent point, the aircraft will begin descending. And for descent, we need to make sure we have the auto brake set for today. Not going to be max, it's going to be an auto brake 2. They stop pretty quickly getting to the airport. And auto brake 2. We'll run through our checklist. So yeah, free descent then, we want to make sure we've got the TCAS on. that, which it is. Yep. The ILS, we don't have one today. Any nav aids we need to be programmed in. Let's have a look. What do we need? We need the 326. One here. That goes there. 326 ADF, and we're looking for the 113.4. Oh, what's going on here? Cabin altitude warning. Oh god, what's going on now? Why is the cabin altitude soaring? Goodness me, okay. Was in auto. Okay, try and get it to descend. The valve is closed. Take us down. You're back. Oh, hello. Hey, Generation. Sadly, you've missed some sadness. We've had. Oh god, the rat's out. Bloody hell. Why is the rat out? What's going on? Why is the rat meant to find out? Oh, that's now stuck at its problem, isn't it? That's why the cabin altitude's dropped. Why did the rat get deployed? Turn the packs on. They're on. Very funny. Packs are on. The rat's out. Oh. Oh, taking a turn for the worse. I don't think it could get worse. We had to disconnect from vatsim because of our frames. I didn't think you could fall any lower down the steps, but I have been once again proven wrong. We have actually now got the rat out, which I don't know why. I don't know why that was. It means the cabin altitude, of course, has plummeted, or rather, risen very quickly. This is a hole in the plane. Right. If you're joining us, welcome aboard. I don't know, there's nothing really you can do. Once it's out, it's kind of out. Goodness me, what's going on here? Oh, that's only because the engines are in idle. That's why everything's shut off. When the engine's idle, everything gets turned off for some reason. What I'm going to do is deploy some spoilers to keep them off the idle position. What's been occurring? It's a very good question, isn't it? I honestly don't know. But if the engine's idle, you'll notice we get some warning messages on the plane. Now the rat's gone out. Things are getting worse. Well. Okay. Not sure why. Turn on the isolation thingy. Okay. Does that help to control it? Do I need the APU on? Will that help? I don't know how you get the rat back. You can't get the rat back in, can you? Do I need to, has it got failures set up? Is it? Oh, reset. Does it drop the rat out? Is it a failure? No. Okay. Oh no! I don't. Oh yeah. The rat has accidentally deployed itself for some reason. I didn't click the button. You can review the footage. I'm pretty sure I didn't click the button. Right, descent. The landing altitude's been set. The AECAS message as well. Yeah. Arrival information has been tuned in. Radios. I was just doing that. That's what we were working through there. So we need to go to the manual quickly. Abby tab. It's going to be 113.4. We can leave that in auto actually. I don't want to change that. It needs to be in auto. Get some APUage on. Yeah, we will, won't we? Landing flaps have been selected. The VREFs have been set. Let's just set them up on the autopilot display. There they are. 1, 2, 3. Reference speed's been inputted into the aircraft. Do it for the same on the first officer's side. and manually pump hydraulics around. Right. I think he's right. I think we've got to turn on the APU then to sort of save this situation. This has not gone well. This was supposed to be, you know, the 757 is a cool plane, but it's not being cool today, is it? It's not. It's just not. It goes a bit funny when you leave it on the gate. It's been on the gate for about 2 hours, so I've left the sim running whilst I was sorting stuff out. It's got a bit of a hump with me. I think it's got a bit cross. The APU generator's off. It's just not though, is it? But you want it off. APU gen off. Yeah, well when I turn it on, you still think it's off. It's because of booting it. It's because of booting. Well, if it remains like this, it's going to be a very interesting approach. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. Okay, right. Let's turn on the APU edge. Let's get that pressure up. See if we can't reduce our altitude. APU gen on. Let's get some lights in here. Not gonna lie, this is not quite how dark I intended it to get to before I landed. Evening landing. Are you still landing at the right airport? Yes. We'll land at the right airport, because I know we've got cabin altitude warning. I could dome the cabin oxygen, I suppose. Because what is it? Times 1,000, so... Currently the cabin altitude is now at 10,000 feet. 12,000 feet. Cabin rate is not dropping. I don't know what the auto system's doing. I don't know what it's supposed to think it's doing, but it needs to be down. So minimum rate, please. Should be at least dropping. The rats. I don't know why. That's the reason why the cabin altitude's dropped, though, isn't it? Because the rat's out. It is, as I say, it's got a mind of its own, this thing. Right. Okay. Water brake's been set for landing then. Our descent checklist has been complete. Water brake set. Decision height reference has been set to 1600, it should be up and then. Okay. And the approach checklist will run through. 17,000 feet, then we'll turn on the seatbelt signs. Make sure the most American signs are fully on. We've got one to get the passengers back in their seats. There's cabin altitude's at 17,000 feet. I'm not sure there's much that I can do. Fully closed the valve, so moving that switch doesn't make any difference. That's quite cool. You can right click on any instrument and it'll tell you all the information about it. It's just helpful. Right. Okay. Sensing. It's a lovely sunset for the passengers. We've got the spoilers out, by the way, to burn a little bit more fuel. Because if the engines go to the idle position, what happens is that you'll watch it when they go to idle now. You can see why I've got some spoilers out. As they come into the idle position and the engine's idle, which they will because we're a bit fast. Suddenly, every single alarm warning message pops up on the FMC or the ECAM. Sorry. Oh no, it's not quite gone to idle. Oh, that's a shame. It's funny when it did. Come on, go to idle, just so I can see. Tell you what, show you. Yeah, shall I? Idle throttle. Let the engines drift into the idle position. Ah, yes, this seems good. Oh, whoa! What's going on here? Everything goes wrong. It thinks the engines have cut off. They've just got a low idle today because of the temperature that we're flying at. It's quite warm where we are. so therefore they've got just got low idle, because when they're quite hot, the idle position is a little bit lower than normal. But the aircraft hasn't realised that, and so every time it goes into idle, it thinks, uh-oh, and it thinks the entire plane's had a full failure of everything. So quite good fun, and yet not good fun. So not ideal. Right. Well, the information for the arrival is all inputted. Let's see if we can't butterize this landing, shall we? As well as actually land. That'd be preferable. Very yellow. What's this? Max bright. Oh yeah. Cabin altitude, I think it's dropping slightly, but it's only dropping slightly because we're getting lower physically. But we've got the APU running. The duct pressure you can see is much higher with the APU running, so shove on the APU. Keep the isolation valve switch on. But basically, the reason the cabin altitude is so low is because that rat's out, and when you drop the rat, it makes a physical hole, I'm pretty sure. Straight out, so that's why the cabin altitude pressure is so low, because the rat's out. So there's not much I can do about that. I don't know why it's gone out. I don't know. we're not having an emergency, but it's gone out. So that's it's an interesting thing. There you go. There goes the idle. Idling down, and every possible emergency fault begins.
Still here, Captain, and still no new information for you.
That's cool. Right, there we go. We're slowing down through 10,000 then. It's going to be quite a steep descent next. Get some spoilers out. There goes the engine power as we drop. So there's the top of drop. We've got to get down because our arrival information says we need to be 4,000 over the VOR, 4,000 over EVIKO. So, yeah, this is. Let's get it down, please. And then for D203 Juliet, Delta 203 Juliet, should be a little bit, we want to be 2,000, so. It's all about feeding down the speed, bringing it down slowly. That's what this game's all about. You see the engines are still at idle, so everything is wrong. It's a very nice sunset though. It's going to be a sort of dark landing. It's going to be quite good fun. And I hadn't intended for this to happen, but this is the way it's going to go. It's going to be great fun. It might even be dark. Keep the floodlights off, dome lights off, so we can have a couple of floodlights and things on. Alright. Here's the airport. There it is, down below us. About to go over it. It's on that. We'll go straight over it for this arrival, and we make the right turn back around it to land again. Okay. This should be fine. So keep going, people. We got to get down. I'm actually gonna turn off VNAV actually and go for the no. Drop this much faster. I don't think the VNAV's quite worked it out though. We need to be 4,000. I need to get the QNH in as well. Nita, LGSK, Skiathos, 1009er. Fantastic, and set. Same for the first officer's side. So let's go with 1009er. You have to do both, otherwise you get a discrepancy warning, because it's not happy, because there's a discrepancy. Brilliant. 6,000. Keep going in. Assume the cabin altitude warning's gone. Well, yeah, because that's because the cabin's dropped. I'll lob it back into auto mode, because that should help it. There's the airport below us. Going straight over it now. There we go, right over the top. Heading towards the Skopilos VOR. But we're then going to make that right-hand turn right the way around. So we can reduce our descent rate. Turn on the landing lights and nose wheel lights. They look quite cool at night time as we go over the threshold. Fairly late landing. Don't think Skiathos lets anyone land at night time, I think, because of the RMP approach. Pretty sure. There's 4,000, aircraft leveled off. Okay. Throttles hiding back on. How far have we got to go? 5. We're not at the 10 DME yet, so we don't need to begin slowing down. But there we go, you can see here on this. Tell you what I forgot to do, I forgot to increase the turn radius up to 25 degrees, really turn it into the turn. We're heading now towards the 10 DME point. 203 Juliet. Turning towards 203 Juliet. When we hit there, that's the 10 DME point from the airport. At that 10 DME point, we need to be 2,000. Not sure what that warning was. Right, just check. 10 DME point, yes, 2,000, where then we begin our descent to 1,600. So, we'll increase the descent rate. Descent to 2,000, we're looking for that descent radius ring we get in the Boeing to sit on top of the 10 DME. The passengers get a nice view of the island that they're going to be obviously staying in on holiday. So that's cool. We need a little bit more of a descent. And we're actually going to slow up to 220. And we'll continue our slowing up to 200, to just 200 dot. Ignore these warnings that come up. It's the engines going into the idle position. The aircraft gets very agitated when that happens. Okay. Increase that descent rate slightly. And then it's 3 degrees descent rate, so about 800 feet per minute or so on the rest of the way down. See, it tells you here, you can see descent angle 3 degrees. Depending on your ground speed, ours will be about 140, 743 feet. So 800 maybe. Pull out some spoilers. Here we go, we're making that right hand turn. Slowing it down. It's getting dark now. It's dark in the flight deck when you haven't got the sun. Okay. Going across. Right, flap 1. Which equates to flap 5, I think. Yeah. Flap 5. slowing down. 70. You now need to descend 1,600. Quickly. 1,600 going down. We need our flap 5 to deploy. Flap 5 is now deployed. Let's see if we can use track IR. I know it was going wrong slightly earlier. Ah, Lewis Hughes, hello. Not seen you for a while. Yeah, nice to see you. How are you doing? We're just landing at Skiathos. Not very well, but we are. Okay, there we go. When we hit that next waypoint, we begin the rest of the descent. Oh, see what I mean? Track IR. Oh. Okay, I have to turn it off. It's getting a bit crazy. Okay, slow down. 130 we're looking for. Minimums, I have visual of the runway, continue. Manual control. And we're looking for 700 feet per minute. Starting in a minute now. Right, slow down to 150. Flap 2, which is equate to flap 15 in this aircraft. Put the spoilers up. And we need to get flap 20, so get down. Flap 3, which is flap 20. We're bringing the aircraft to the left here, waiting for the waypoint to begin descending. So, Casey, you were asking how we use trim. I'm using it now because what I'm have to do is happen to keep it not nose down, so I'm trimming the aircraft nose forward to prevent that. And slowing to 133, our approach speed, and then 130 on the touchdown, so flap full. There goes the waypoint, so I'm going to drop the nose to 700 feet per minute. I'm getting that green band right on the top there, so I'm trimming the aircraft up a bit now because I had a bit too much down trim on. So trim it up slightly. Trim it up. Drift left a bit. See the aircraft looking cool there with all the lights out and everything. Okay, bit of nose down. Not bad. Sort of visual now at this point with the runway, and I'm visually making the approach. The RNP in the aircraft doesn't quite line it up because that final waypoint isn't in line with the runway, so you have to make this sort of left incline to fly towards it. Right, roll it right then. There's the runway nicely ahead of us. Good. 1,000 feet. Stable. Missed approach altitude needs to be set. That's 4,000 feet. Missed approach altitude set. Right, a little bit steep on the descent there. 800 feet per minute. That's fine. That's pretty good. Pitch it up slightly, dropping a little bit quickly. That's perfect. There, 650 feet per minute. Perfect. Pitch it up a little bit more. A little bit steep. Let's see if we can't do a nice landing. My manual thrust, I have control.
500.
500 feet. Notch the caution. Pitch the nose up slightly. A little bit steep. Oh, bit of wind. Drifting us about there. High, drop the nose. To come right slightly. But that crosswind is not making it easy. 4 knots, but it keeps changing slightly. Reduce the throttle. High, pitch the nose down. Reduce thrust.
100.
100 feet. Lights over the runway.
40. 30.
Idle throttle.
20. 10.
Whoa. Not bad. Reverse thrusters deployed. And the aircraft's on the ground. Bit of nose down to pressure to keep it flat there. That was pretty good going. Not that bad, guys. That was pretty good. Passengers applauding. That's always a good sign. 60 knots, manual brakes. 50 knots, reverse thrusters deployed. Sorry, reverse thrusters retracted. Turn off lights, 1 and 2. Go on, and the landing lights can go off. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, we'll backtrack and then we'll watch the replay. Right, the nose light's gone on. Hard right. Be nice not to go off the runway. Oh. We'll definitely take Concord for a spin next time. I keep saying it, but it's been a while, and I think we definitely should. Have to go out into the sort of turn pad. It's taking its time to turn around. Needs a bit more throttle, I think. I'll go through our after landing checklist then whilst we're here. And then just checking that new nose wheel still on the wall. There we go. That's good. Happy with that. Make our way back down the runway. Nice landing. Yeah, thanks very much. I suppose that sort of makes up for the awful. The stream has not gone very well. Anyway, after landing, APU selector. Well, it's already started. That's worked. And electrical power from the APU is good. The exterior lights will check. A flat lever. Ah, yes, flat lever and spoilers retracted. Transponder goes to the standby position. Standby. Backtracking down the runway. The flaps are going up. The strobes can go off just as we sort of vacate the runway in a minute. Not bad. I do like the approach into Skiathos. It's a difficult one, and that's why it's quite good fun. The more difficult, the better. I think it's good fun. What's the FMS message? End of route. Fantastic. Vacate the runway. Bit of brakes. That's a bit quick vacation there. Because it's fairly long, you have to do a bit of an overshoot of the line, then on to it nicely there. And welcome to a very dark Skiathos. We've landed a little bit ahead of schedule actually. I was expecting a 4:45 landing. We've landed at a time of 4:30 Zulu. So 16:30. So thanks very much. That's pretty good. We've made a bit of time up there, even though we spent almost 25 minutes on the ground. We must have done a little bit better. And then there's no sort of markings here, so you just are supposed to turn in with the lights ahead of you. So as we turn in, we'll turn off lights to not blind the passengers. And then as we'll turn off these strobes. Right, well done. Fantastic, we'll make our way in there. Idle throttle. And let the nose come to a stop just in the light is sort of where I tend to stop. Superb then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skiathos Airport. We'll turn off our weather radar. Leave the red lights can go off, and we'll shut down engines 1 and 2. 1, 2. Ground-wise, GPU connected. Chocks, stairs, and that'll do for us now. So airplane wise, we need to open the left front, connect the GPU. GPU is now connected, both engines are off, fuel pumps can go off. The isolation valve. Welcome to Skiathos. There's the stairs and everything. All connected. Shall we have a look at the replay then? It's always the dreaded moment. Tavi's pretty cool here, you get a good idea of the lights and everything. I think we clipped one of the telegraph poles, they're not there in real life. I think we just clipped it on the approach here. No, we missed it. There goes the flare and we're down, that was pretty realistic, I think it was a good landing. If you watch the videos in real life, they do slam it down, so it's not bad. Not bad guys, welcome to Skiathos. Great. We'll have a look from the wing view. Quite cool looking at the sun. Very down we came right down. Barely over there, just over the sea here. Bit of input there. Not very nice for the passengers. Over the land, over the runway, and down. Pretty Good. Nice stream. Very enjoyable. Thanks very much. Yeah, I apologise for the sort of issues with start and the sort of FPS and everything. But our next stream, I think, will be in either the BA146 or Concorde. So a nice classic airliner. It's been a while since we've been on one. It'd be good fun to go in one. So that'd be nice. I'd like to do that. So thanks all very much. We'll end the stream there. It's been great fun as always. So thanks, guys. Bye-bye. I'll catch you again soon. Remember to like and subscribe. See you guys again soon. Bye-bye.